A battle for division supremacy. It's the coach. This is NFL football on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got 1 versus 2 in the AFC East, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New England Patriots. With that, let's head on up to Foxborough. Standing by with the call at Gillette Stadium, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, it is clear, but it is cold here today as EA Sports takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Miami Dolphins. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. They're able to locate Wilson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Wilson now in his 2nd season in Miami. First 4 years were in Kansas City. He's always been a solid complementary receiver, but Miami really hoping he can take the next step in his development, be more of a go-to guy now at 27 years of age. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. But they also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually...
Here we go! 10 Lobo.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 5. On the left side, this is Stills. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end right.
7-7, our score after one. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Balaj. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Come on.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood.
They'll set up to throw. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Dante Hightower on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
He'll look to throw. And Stills over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Ready?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Touchdown.
Albert Wilson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL,
Let's go. 60 or. You might get tired of seeing me. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go.
They'll start with a give here to Balaj. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Lawrence Guy able to bring him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he fends him off. Now he steps away. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. An update from Buffalo. The Jets have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown advantage. Sam Darnold with 1 touchdown pass thus far.
I got you. I got you. Go.
A draw play now. Balaj. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
You go! 15 line. 15 line. Go! Get it!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And Stills bringing it in. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 jump plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the time?
Ready, set. Hey, we got Mike 50, yo. I don't even know why his team showed up. Shoot.
They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready?
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
50's a mark. 50's a mark. Hey, pick it up, defense.
On 1st down, it's Walton, and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score.
Ready. All day, baby, all day. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Foxborough. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4.
Ready, break. Mike 51.
And he'll give it here to his running back. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back to throw here. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Dante Hightower in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Ballage, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them.
Let's go. 10 Tucson. Protein spill. 5.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting there.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Ballage with his 9th.
You ready? Deep grip.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. And an alley to run. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Come, get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this is complete. It's Allen.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Dolphins, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they wanted desperately to finish at 500, but that won't happen, as it'll be a 7-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.